Alright, we're being asked to solve this rational equation. If you got to this point, you must be able to find least common denominators, so I'll kind of quickly go through that. The first thing I want to do is identify the least common denominator for all of these terms, so all three terms of this equation on both sides. In this case, given the only unique factors are 7 and x, the LCD is 7x. Okay, that's the first step. Identify the LCD of each fraction in the equation. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply each term in this fraction, or in this equation, by 7x. So I'll write that out here, 1 second. Alright, here we have our same equation. All I've done is I've multiplied each term of this equation by this least common denominator of 7x. Okay, and then we're going to deal with each term individually. What I'm going to do, I'm multiplying 7x times x minus 2 over x. This comes back to the beginning of rational expressions when we learn to multiply these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some cross-canceling before I multiply stuff together. In this case, the x's in this case cancel out. What I'm left with in this first term right here, or this first term of the equation is 7 times x minus 2. And so I'm going to write that out as 7 times x minus 2. Again, it would be over 1, but we don't need to write over 1 since that doesn't do much for us. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next term, cancel these 7's, and multiply what's left over. In this case, I just get an x and a 4, and so this next term is 4x. And then the last term of the equation on the other side here, I cancel these x's, and what I'm left with is a 7 times a 4, which is just 28. So now I've multiplied each term by this least common denominator. What that does is it turns my equation into one without any fraction. This is also called clearing fractions, if you need a review of that concept. Now what we do, we simply just solve the remaining equation, which in this case ends up being pretty straightforward. Distribute the 7 to the x minus 2 to get 7x minus 14 plus the 4x equals 28. Combine my like terms here of 7x and 4x to get 11x minus 14 equals 28. I then add 14 to both sides. And what I get is 11x equals 42. And then I divide both sides by 11 to get the x equals 42 over 11. That is my final answer.